and it does what it does. Now, I liked this one better, this pink one, because it was thicker and you put it on the embossing pad. This one's no longer available. So it's not even on your materials list because it's just not being made anymore. Every time I find some, I just buy it all up because we can't get it anymore. So one thing you can do if you're not a scrapbooking person, Eric, I'm looking at you. If you're not a scrapbooking person and or do not have access to scrapbooking, you can make your own embossing ink, right? So embossing ink is really, it just needs to be sticky and stay liquid long enough for you to pour frit on it, right? That's all. It's just a way to get things to stick to glass long enough to get them in the kiln. It doesn't have to be and isn't designed for moving things long distances. This is something that you use it, you put it in the kiln and it's gone. So you want it to be something simple, sticky, fairly quick drying, but not too quick, right? So I came up with a formula that I think is all right. Again, it's very serviceable. It does what it needs to do, gets the job done. So let me show you how to do that. So this is using gum arabic powder. So I actually, for this I use the powder because then I can control the level of concentration, right? So if I want it to be stickier, I can add more gum arabic powder to it. And I'm using distilled water. Now here's the thing about gum arabic powder. It molds. So this is something that you really have to just kind of make as you need it, because if you make a bunch of it, you have to add something to it that will prevent mold. And you can do that. You can add, I don't, because then I have to also keep track of it. But you can add like clove oil or some of the peppermint oils or a little alcohol. Gum arabic is not soluble in alcohol though, so don't go overboard or it won't mix. So we start with a little bit of distilled water, and I just use this little container right here. And then we add some, I'm gonna wash my palette knife.
Hey Jody, while you're washing
Yes.
that, Mondo Maker Cheryl asks, if you didn't use fusible glass, did you have to test the frit for compatibility?
That's a very good question. And I did not have to test the frit for compatibility.